time is all kinds of fucked.
Session 3-3, and then I had session 4, and then session 5 was the last one.
God bless you, Jen.
You know, I'm an exceptionally useful person.
That is wonderful.
Oh.
Yes, you are. So, I guess I need Bardify up. I need my ambient music.
You're a non
Well, we've had like
non-royalty music.
2 weeks off. Is that right?
I think so.
Where's Brad?
Who remembers what happened? I wonder if Brad's even going to be here. I suspect
I
not.
mean, yeah.
No idea.
Last time we went to all of the different factions and tried to pit them against each other, so that they're calling an emergency meeting the next day because Pudge is trying to get an embassy.
/ restaurant.
And
Yeah.
what were the takeaways from each of these conversations?
Okay.
A lot of factions didn't know they're politicking against each other, or like that secret organization. They're like, "What the? I didn't hear about this shit."
Yeah, they didn't know. They didn't know that the secret police were doing secret police stuff.
Yeah, basically. And the monk guy had the same suspicions that I did, that there was some shit afoot, but was in no way going to support us having an embassy. The paladin guy initially was like, I don't think I'm going to support you having an embassy, but then I told him about the conservator and the fact that he don't know everything and that they've already authorized movement against the Majora's Fall Empire, and he was like, interesting, but like interesting parentheses angry. And the Archbishop is the most liberal of the three because they do the proselytizing, and I think that there would be value in having access to
Other people via other embassies.
yeah, and having a safe place to send their missionaries in
Instead of just like, hey, go figure it out. Hope you don't get captured by the society.
You mean like Manon? Manon was like,
yeah.
like, get the fuck out of here. And she's like, cool, I'm gonna go be a pirate.
Sounds like it sounds like your religion needs a better support networks. Otherwise, you're gonna lose a few.
And Pudulus also tried to convince the paladin of the fact that it would behoove him to be able to send his paladin initiates out onto the continent, because then they could lead by example and wage a holy war against the non-believers.
Pudge is like my mappy instinct, where I'm just like, let's just integrate deeper. Let's go integrate.
And that is the that is what I remember. Oh, also, Tamora literally sent me like a fucking angel to be like, bitch, you should not go there.
To where?
To
the place we're currently at.
No, the other place.
The island, of Shadow, whatever. Shadowmoor. Should not go to Shadowmoor.
Yeah.
Don't go.
Yeah. She sent me a holy twink to be like, bitch. I know that this is what you want to do, but it's a bad idea, boo. Because either you or your sister is gonna die, but probably all of you.
Think of how good of a play it would make, though, in the theater.
It would. It would. Jen was all for it. Jen was all for it. Jen was like, let's send it. Let's send this shit.
I was like, isn't this how every tragedy goes? You know the ending before it's while it's happening.
You're thinking the whole time, oh
yes.
no, I can see the train wreck coming.
ancient
That
Greek
is what they
strategies.
call dramatic irony.
Mm.
When the
Uh-huh.
audience knows what's happening and the characters don't.
I think
Like the ancient play Berserk.
no, because the characters also knows what's happening. We're just the truck that's stuck on the tracks, and we can see the train coming.
We're self-aware, but that doesn't mean we're gonna stop.
Yeah, that can't stop me. I know how to read, but yeah. I know how to read. All right, do we want to take bets on how late my date is going to be?
He hasn't texted you back yet, right?
Oh, he texted me to say that he would text me and confirm that he had my address at like 2. And he said he would text me when he left. It takes 20 minutes to get from his place to here.
He'll be there at 3 o'clock.
15 minutes late.
Yeah. Yeah, so I was like 3:30 or 4 was what I said.
I'm sorry, 4 o'clock your time. I thought
Yeah.
I was looking at 3 o'clock my time.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking like the latest, and then also there's a chance maybe late. Yeah.
I got in a whole D&D session before you got here.
Yeah. Thanks, babe. Because I showed up all dressed up for that wine thing last weekend.
Ooh.
He opened the door and he's like, I am absolutely not dressed appropriately.
Oh.
So do we want to
And I was
start?
like,
There we go. I'm ready now. I was just putting the finishing touches.
Quentin, you just muted
you're
yourself.
muted to
On
You muted
Discord.
in Discord.
on Discord.
Oh, I must have accidentally hit the hotkey for it. I was like, I just put the finishing touches on something I need for the session. Okay. All right. So you all had concluded with your conversation with Grandmaster Kalsagare.
What?
The monk.
I know, but just no, it's not. I know who we're referring to. I'm just like
Quentin, how do you pronounce that first name?
Ilario?
Iario.
Oh, Ilario. Okay.
Damn. Cool.
I hate capital I and lowercase L. Anyways,
So you understand that a senatorial session is probably going to be called by end of day or tomorrow morning.
were we invited?
I
You
think they said we had to be there.
Yeah.
They implied that we are definitely invited.
We're the guests of honor, if you will.
We're
I said
subject of
We're
it.
the reason they're holding this.
Yeah,
It's like
that is my understanding.
we're a squeaky wheel and they're trying to oil us.
Or take us off completely and chuck us off the island, like this is New Jersey and we're old tires.
Oh god.
The river is hungry for tires.
And car batteries.
Oh, thank you! I can't wait for another car battery. Nom, nom.
Ooh, yum yum.
So did we go to sleep, or was this still the day where we talked to everybody?
I will say the meeting is happening in the morning, so you all can take the evening to reconvene after your discussions. Do any activity you want to do before the meeting?
Sneaky shit.
Making hors d'oeuvres.
Making hors d'oeuvres?
Yeah.
What kind of hors d'oeuvres?
I'm going to make.
Caviar.
I am going to make a chicken wrap.
Oh.
100% chicken.
Oh.
Is it chicken wrapped in chicken?
Yes.
And then
It-
breaded
it
and
is-
deep fried.
No, it is not breaded. It is wrapped in chicken skin.
Oh, chicken chicharrones?
Yes.
Oh.
The final form is when it is fried. It is eaten like a crunchy burrito.
So is it minced chicken inside a fried chicken skin? Or is
Yes.
it
Yes.
like okay. Um
I don't know why, but I want there to be like chicken feet sticking out of the top.
Garnish. Actually,
Oh.
it's the chicken foot that they use to hold the whole thing together.
It's like corn on the cob. It's like corn on the
Oh,
cob. You
yeah,
have the
chicken
two
feet on either
hands.
side.
And you-
Fantastic. It's you could do it. It's a chicken leg. It's a chicken leg, but with the feet still on.
Yeah, that's the crime against food that my boy is gonna be making for today.
I think that's an hors d'oeuvre.
Should the restaurant just be PFC? Pudulus fried chicken?
I should just make a PFC. Yeah,
Just
that's what I'm doing. What's everybody else doing?
man,
Yeah.
it might not be a good idea.
I'm in.
Okay. God, you are in so fast. I didn't even explain it. We were thinking how tight is security around, say, where would a building that house the secret police be?
The conservator, or like the
The conservatorship? Or
Would they not learn how to pay their bills?
I don't think they need to
I
pay the
don't-
bill.
I don't think that I know.
I think they just
where
send an
that-
invoice.
Yeah, I don't think I know where that would be. The conservatorship. I don't think I know where that. It wouldn't be very sneaky if they just like everybody just knew
That's a good
the
point.
headquarters of the secret police.
Well, could we stay at the shit. It's been 2 weeks and my brain is rotted.
The cathedral.
We stay at the cathedral.
With the liberal ones.
I doubt there's much nightlife here.
There could be.
Is there?
We could make some.
Man, you should see the city at midnight mass.
Midnight
Well, yeah, you could go to
Shit gets wild.
midnight. Yeah, you
Midnight
go to
mass.
midnight church service.
And then you
That's
gotta
where
get
they-
ready
that's
for
where they
6 a.m.
passed out
mass.
Mhm.
24-hour religious city.
Any amount of the wine they give out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
then they
Yeah,
have
you
the
should
mass
see those-
for the common speakers, and they have the mass for the goblin speakers, and the mass for the elvish speakers.
I too
You
have
say
also
that like
been
there are
Catholic.
goblins, like there are people that don't speak common on this house.
Well, we feel that maybe doing some sneaky shit, and hopefully not getting caught, would
Mm-hmm.
benefit us in some way, gathering
All right.
some sort of information or I mean, I guess more bargaining power on our side, but also
Balls.
help me
Yeah.
help me think about, like, because we feel like
Well,
some espionage would be helpful in our situation.
I'm fairly certain I could sneak into the palace. I don't know how helpful that would be, but I'm fairly certain I could sneak in. I don't know if I could sneak out.
You have a message, right?
It's just so lost out there.
Because you and Tegan would message each other.
I do.
You do have message. So maybe we can be outside the walls. Pudge.
Yes.
You're making food, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can you lace it with something?
With good flavors.
More like
I have a bunch of laudanum.
more like
But
I do.
isn't that lethal?
So much. No, I mean yes, eventually.
Yes. More like because we want to pull a hey guards, here's some wine. Although there's not much drinking here, is there?
I have 10 bottles of laudanum. Oh, 9 bottles of laudanum. I used one of them on Fritas. I have 9 bottles of laudanum. I could probably poison most of the people in the palace.
Oh god, we were just hoping to like just poison the guards at the entrance, and then that's your way out, maybe.
So, because the other option is I put you in the bag of Legion holding,
Mm-hmm.
and then you're in there in case shit goes sideways. But honestly, if shit goes sideways, I don't think fighting our way out is our best bet.
Mm-hmm. We'd have to not get caught.
Do I know where the barracks are for the honor guard?
Specifically, no, but you know that they are in-house with the
So they're on
cardinal.
the palace grounds someplace. Okay. Because we could do, it's worked before, we could have Pudge set up like a little food stall out there and be like handing it out and stuff and act as a distraction and then get people sitting around and talking and do some eavesdropping, that kind of thing. We could do that.
That sounds like a safer bet than just straight up breaking the law. Breaking the law. Breaking the law.
Breaking the law. So we could try that. Is there, so in most cities, there's like, if you go down by the docks, there's some people of ill repute, ruffians, if you will. Pretoria does not have that sort of a dockyard, does it?
Isn't there like an area that's got like penitent thieves or something like that?
It has people that only go to 2 masses a day.
And then, you know the whole oh fuck. What
If you
was
go
the
down
name?
by
I
the
don't
docks, you might find people who have premarital sex.
Oh
Mm.
no. Do they do soaking here?
Mm-hmm.
What is soaking? Is that the thing where somebody is hitting the bed?
You
Yep.
put it in and don't. You put it in and just don't move.
It's just insertion,
And
and
then
that's it.
And then you have someone jumping on the bed to simulate movement.
Have you ever
You
wanted
have
to?
to-
Have you ever wanted you have these ideas of accepting people and tolerance, but you ever just hear something from some religion and just go, not you?
Yeah. So frequently.
That is my feeling towards Scientology.
Yeah.
Scientologists we should just be violent on them on site.
Yeah.
It's on site with Scientologists. Fair.
Yeah, if you go to the right dockyard at the right time, you might find some illegal blowjobs happening.
That's true. that one I will
Versus
say,
the legal blood.
the only legal sex acts in the city are the ones that result in procreation.
No, there's like you know how the Catholic Church in real life has like a book of who's married, like a book, a database. It's like that. It's like these
Nice
people are
spreadsheet.
authorized to fuck. If you are not on the list, you cannot be fucking.
Is there same sex marriage on Pretoria?
I had the urge to say no, but I'll say yes.
Well,
Just say no.
well, I want to. Okay, correction. Out of game. I want to say no, and the only reason why I want to say no, like as a citation for it, is because the fact that you have a girlfriend has been flaunted as transgressive.
Oh.
Also, everybody's supposed to have only one kid, but everybody's supposed to have a kid, right?
Generally speaking, yeah, it makes sense.
But wait, if you have a fucking card, I feel like that's the only thing that gives you.
It's
the
just because I'm gay, and I'm like, you know what? Yeah, the Catholic Church can have gay marriage.
You are I literally went to a prayer event. We had all these faiths go up, and the Catholic woman was in such high levels of copium. I can't. That's you. You're that woman. That's it.
Yeah. No same-sex marriage on this island, bitch.
I remembered his name, Saint Dismas.
He was what?
The good thief that was crucified next to Jesus.
What is this fucking Christian lore?
It's from actually Uncharted.
Oh, never mind.
book
Never mind. Not real. Not canon.
No, it is
No,
canon.
there were two thieves that were, I don't know why I'm doing it in Manon's voice, but there were two thieves canonically that were crucified alongside Jesus. They were both given the chance to repent because they were just apparently like up there chatting. And one of them did and one of them didn't.
Yeah,
and
one
the
of
one
them,
that did got to go to heaven and apparently became a saint.
he became the patron saint of thieves.
Oh.
Well, I mean, that's just mixed messaging. That's really just mixed messaging.
Manon, you were an anomaly because most of the time you understand that if guilt doesn't stop you and if fear of hell doesn't stop you, then certainly the punitive discipline of the nation will stop you.
Right.
From there are three big barriers to anybody doing any illicit shit here.
And none of it worked on me.
There's horny police?
Yeah, if
That's the conservatorship.
if the guilt doesn't stop you, then the fear of going to hell will, and if that doesn't work, then they will just beat your ass.
Wait.
Right, that's what happened to me. It always got to the beat your ass part.
No, it's supposed to be guilt, shame, punitive. Internal, external, physical violence. I did not go to therapy to learn the difference between guilt and shame, I assure you. Anyways, it's very instructive as a Catholic. They are different.
I don't feel guilt or shame. So,
And from what
And
you
it shows.
heard, it sounds like the discipline you received, Manon, was a little more lenient than what the other factions do.
right. I guess it's just that the other factions are so harsh they don't have to do it very often.
Yeah, that's for damn sure.
Every city has a seedy underbelly, even the Holy One. We gotta find it.
I mean, I can take you to where the illegal blowjobs happen.
Let's go find the illegal market.
There's a glory hole behind the shoe repair shop down there.
There's some people
but-
who snuck in some alcohol contraband.
Yeah. Okay, so if you go down near the docks, but not quite to the docks because they felt like they would get caught if they did it at the docks because, but you go down towards the docks, there's this little like strip of merchant stalls. And if you go past the shoe repair stall and you see the one that sells artisanal vases, and if you knock 3 times on the door, on the shutter, and say that you are there to find a vase for your lily, they will show you in, and there's a glory hole in the back. There's also, if you knock 3 times and ask if you could have help finding a vase for your iris, they'll take you to where they make the bathtub gin. It's not very good. It's really a lot more like paint stripper, but also I suspect that the person on the other side of the glory hole is always the same person. It's just the one dick.
Well, you'd want to experience.
Okay.
I mean, I guess no, maybe 2. Maybe there are 2 different.
So you have to go at the right
people.
time because otherwise there's like a sign that says like on lunch or something.
Right. Yeah.
The village bicycle, I see.
I like to work through my lunch.
He's eating a sandwich.
Why do I hear food chewing noises on the other side of this blowjob.
Dick disappears, hot dog comes out. It was like want a bite? Oh my god.
Mixing food and sex does sound like a pugilist act.
You let me know if you want a scene of that one day.
I'm sorry, is this like, are we still talking about a D&D, or is this like offline?
Alright, you find yourselves in a brothel. There's a buffet table.
Not again, Quentin, why is it always the brothels of you?
It's a buffet table, and your sex worker of choice is spread out there like one of those things where you eat sushi on the naked lady.
Mm-hmm.
Except in this case, because it's for Pudge, it's like slices of prosciutto over her titties.
Or like donuts, or...
I have a feeling that's how you get a titty bit off.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh my god, that's probably like, I was gonna say the most violent thing is like Pudge might eat somebody that way.
But not in the expected way.
Not in the sexy way. Just
No.
this person might be
Not in the-
sacrificed.
Not in the socially acceptable way.
I don't mind being a part of this display, but why am I chained?
Restraints are extra.
Okay.
This is the content we come here for.
I didn't know that I was gonna improv a glory hole. But
But
Where do y'all want to go? What do you want to do?
I already said I was cooking.
good question.
So, and these people came up with their glory hole. That's what they came up with on their own.
On our own, we were prompted by Quentin.
I don't remember it that way.
I instigated
think
no
that-
such thing.
you did talk about the illegal blowjob.
Truly.
I just ran with it to its natural conclusion, which is a glory hole.
All right. So, sneaky shit, possibly, or we are conflicted because we're not good at sneaking. Or should we just wait for the thing?
We should,
Do you think we should just wait for the thing?
I kind of think we should just wait for the thing. We were given really explicit instructions not to fuck shit up more than we already have.
Yeah. It might be bad to push our luck. At least push our luck when we don't need to, I guess.
Yeah. Probably.
So how about we rest? I don't think we did really anything too strenuous, but let's wait for that call.
That call. Alright.
Or at least
We rest.
An option additional to that is if you want to shop, there are shops available. There's some... I'm sure there's some items here in Pretoria that you would find unique here that maybe would be harder to find elsewhere.
No good food.
yeah, they only eat tasteless wafer discs.
Mm-hmm. I fucking loved those when I was a kid. I think it was the transgressive nature of like sitting in the back in Sunday school and eating the body of Christ while no one was looking. But I used to eat. I just eat a whole sleeve of those goddamn things.
Wait, did they like leave them unattended and you were like, I'm gonna get mine.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Well, I was also at one point trusted with setting up communion. So
I now understand why in the Catholic Church they keep this very guarded and hidden behind the altar. I always thought it was a strange thing, but now I learned people like you exist.
yeah, yeah.
Whenever I had to do the sacrament in church, I'd always sneak a piece of bread.
Mm.
Oh, did you also do sacrament?
Oh, every boy from the ages of 8 to 14 had to.
What about the girls?
No, not the girls. Mormon church is very sexist.
Mm.
I think you could have just said church is very sexist.
Church is very sexist.
I was like, that's worse than the Catholics.
Um.
Ow.
Ugh, fuck me.
Yeah, get rid of that fly. Got bit.
Well, you guys can, if you don't want to go shopping, we can jump to the meeting. It's up to you.
We could go shopping.
I don't know what I want, if anything. Actually, I got the halberd. My
Let's go
armor.
window shopping.
Let's go window shopping. That sounds like a good.
Yeah,
Potions. There might be actual potions here.
it's possible. They aren't in the middle of a war.
Yeah, yet.
Well, only the holy war within themselves.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
The inner conflict between holiness and human nature. Is Petroria mostly humans?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought.
Hmm. All right.
So it's just Massachusetts.
It's just messed.
It's Cape Cod.
It's an ethno state, and they're all super religious, and I'm like, hold on, I've heard this before.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Ooh, stop stepping on the wire, you stupid fuck.
Are you a little drunk?
I'm not drunk.
Yet. Yet at the end of that.
I need to be sober because I eventually need to drive to go see Naked Ladies at 10.
So, which district do you want to go shopping at?
Well, if we're looking for potions, probably the best district would be to go to the clerical district, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You head back to your home district.
How? Oh damn! I forgot about the angel statue. Holy shit!
Yeah, that's what the fuck is the name of that angel? That's Elandriel.
Elandriel.
An angel of Lathander.
How sus would it be if we ask for a potion of invisibility? One potion of invisibility, please. Not gonna
You
use it for anything dangerous.
are able to window shop, essentially, going through the market. Some things you see with your eyeballs include...
What does I see with my eyeballs?
Get ready to make a list here.
I'm not.
Elixir of Health.
Make
Ooh.
make a list, Jen.
Potion of Clairvoyance.
Mmm.
Potion of Greater Restoration.
Mmm.
Potion of Healing Superior.
Mmm.
Potion of Healing Supreme. Potion of Vitality. Beads of Nourishment. Beads of Refreshment. Chest of Preserving.
It's just a cooler.
Yep.
They have coolers?
Well, I've got a bag of colding that I used to put Ralphie's lunch in.
Colding or cooling?
Colding.
What if you want it like wine chilled, but not like wine frozen?
An alchemy
You
jug.
just have to take it out. You just have to take it out quick enough.
I made that mistake of not taking my wine out. Anyways.
You see an alchemy jug.
Is it full of mayonnaise?
Holy shit, how much? Quanto?
300 gold.
Fuck!
I'll buy just because I see
Actually-
it and I'm like, I know a fat lizard who would really like that. I'd buy
Actually, that's a lot.
I buy Bud
200
an alchemy jug.
We'll call it 200 and call it a day.
Sir, this thing is a mayonnaise maker. How could you charge that much for a mayonnaise
It also
maker?
makes oil.
It can make other stuff, so.
I buy a Pudge, the alchemy jug. I see it and I was like, yep.
I love how you think it's going to be used for useful materials.
It's not.
No, I don't. I absolutely do not believe that. But
1 gallon wine.
but Manon absolutely. She's good, but she does love the chaos.
4 gallons of beer. 2 gallons of mayonnaise.
The mayonnaise.
It's just stupid.
So many mayonnaises.
It's just a stupid amount of mayo.
You're going to a potluck. I brought mayonnaise.
It's a stupid amount of mayo and like an almost like too much mayo for a potluck, not enough beer for a potluck.
Man, equivalent exchange is a bitch. You also find an amulet of the devout +1
No, none of us can use that.
or a +2. Balance of harmony.
Whatever harmony?
It's an item called Balance of Harmony.
Oh. Cast detect evil and good as a ritual. Doing so requires you to place the scale on a solid surface. Then sprinkle the pans.
I buy it.
It's a quick, I'll buy it. I'll buy that for $1.
Consecrated or evil desecrated.
How much is it?
1,000.
I buy it.
I
Not even haggle. I just buy it. I'm like, this is a scale that allows me to actually weigh out whether or not someone's good or bad.
I think it's more like you figure out if a place is good or bad instead of someone, because you got to put it on a flat
That is
surface.
such a Pretoria item, though.
Absolutely, it is.
You also see a Periapt of Health.
Wait, good or bad by like whose scale?
Quinton's.
I guess probably who's ever's using it.
Periapt of Wound Closure. Restorative Ointment.
What's this? There's a lot of stuff I can't afford.
God, I can't write this fast.
Should have gone to college.
Alchemical Compendium. And an Amulet of Health.
How much for all the superior and supreme potions, and the elixir of health?
I have to think of the pricing. So that regular, greater, supreme? No, superior, supreme. Regular, greater, superior. Okay, so there are
Okay, now I'm tipsy.
3 superiors available at 500 a pop.
So 1,500 bot.
And there are 2 supremes at a 1,000 a pop.
I can't afford fuck all, guys.
I'll buy those 2 Supremes as well. 2,000 or 2,000. And then one Supreme, Potion of Superior.
Do y'all accept food stamps? Holy shit.
Pudge, you're getting a Potion of Healing Superior.
And you also wanted restorative ointment?
No, I wanted the Elixir of Health.
Oh, okay. Make sure I'm not
And then-
confusing it with something.
Jen, if you could hear me, you're getting a Superior and a Supreme.
I can hear you.
Elixir of Health will cost you 250.
Fun fact,
250?
robots in Fallout RPG cannot be healed with medicine. They have to be repaired.
There's not the repair kit from like Fallout 4?
There is. You just got to buy it. And
Oh.
your DM might fuck you on that.
Hmm. I already have Fallout 76 fucking me when it comes to cap spending.
Yeah. These are the items you found in the Cleric District. If you want to go to the other districts and shop, you have the option to. They'll have different items.
Oh shit, I put that in equipment and not my bag. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Pudge, do you have Greater Restoration?
Boo, get out of the way. he's sitting down. I need to. Boo Boo gets it when I get mad at him. He needs to go down. You said greater?
Greater Restoration. Greater Resto.
Greater resto. No, go fuck yourself.
Fuck. How much for the Greater Resto potion?
You said I got a superior and a supreme?
Superior and a Supreme.
I can banish you.
If you want the Greater Restoration Potion,
So I do have in my Lay of Hands, if I give you 5 HP, I can cure disease or neutralize a poison.
a Potion of Greater Rest is 1,000 each.
I'll take one of the Greater Resto potions. Legion has been sitting on his money. So he is a little flush with...
Manon is canonically really bad with money. So, as evidenced by the fact that she bought a jug of mayonnaise for her lizard chef and a scale that tells you if places are good or bad.
Places or people?
I don't know.
I love it.
I don't know.
Only tells you locations. It's like the shittiest Zillow ever. Vibes are bad here. Don't move in.
Yeah, bad vibes.
Do you wish to conclude your shopping, or do you want to go check the other districts?
Let's go to the Paladin District.
Yeah, let's go to the Paladin District real quick.
Okay.
I've changed my mind about the pants I'm wearing, so I'm still listening though.
Hello, Boo Boo. I love you.
All right.
Legion also wants to see if he can find a T-visor helmet. For reasons.
You find, whoever's taking notes, boots of false tracks, breathing
False
bubble,
tracks.
That'd be very useful
candle of the deep,
when Quentin hits us with a water level.
cartographer's map case.
You said cartographer?
Yes, a cartographer's map case.
Okay.
A cloak of billowing.
Can I get what was it? Glamour armor? Glamour.
Alright, Cloak of Billowing.
An ever-bright lantern.
Have a bright lantern.
Da, 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 da. An orb of shielding of your choice. Amulet of proof against detection and location. A bag of holding.
Is there a bag that like ages stuff called a bag of molding?
There is now. That's what y'all are gonna find the next time you're in hell.
Oh, the orb.
I'm tipsy and I'm a menace.
Mm-hmm.
Bracers of
Wonderful.
submission.
Oh,
Me on weekends.
I made those. Those are the Wonder Woman gauntlets I made for
Brad.
Davril. Yeah. 'Cause
Gaunt-
unlike someone in here, I don't make OP shit.
I'm sorry.
Gauntlets of ogre power.
I love you, boo boo.
My strength's already 20, so those wouldn't help me.
Guardian emblem. Lasso of truth.
More Wonder Woman stuff?
I made a lot of Wonder Woman shit.
I was like, this is it's all Brad stuff. I mean, good, but also good. Actually, I don't have any other alsos.
Nope, not a paladin. Okay.
What do they say? Not but, yes and.
I'm wondering if I could fudge a little bit about how much of the Chosen of Tamora I am. Do I count as a cleric? I'm holy. I've got like a good relationship with my god.
You can you count as an acolyte.
You
That's fair.
are the position of follower, but we do not recognize the position of master.
Do not give you the rank.
Mark down a pearl of power.
POP.
Pearl of power.
Pop.
POP.
A pop.
I actually, in fact, have the acolyte background, so you know,
Mm.
Q's not even shit talking.
Oh, we're shit talking.
So probably my date is gonna be here any minute, unless he got lost.
Okay. So bye.
So bye. A belt of hill giant strength.
Yeah, I'll say bye. And if I hear him knock on the door, I'll just be like,
Yeah, just leave if you gotta leave.
"There's a chance he got lost, though."
I'm what?
My apartment complex is really confusing, and he's been to my apartment. We'll see.
Oh, see, he doesn't have that skill where if you've been there one time, you'll never get lost.
Correct.
I have that skill. I have the if I've been there once, I'll never get lost.
Same.
Evan had been to my apartment 3 times, and the first time he drove here by himself, I had to drop a pin from my living room so that he could find me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
What a bottom.
you find a
Yeah.
a sunblade.
Just what kind of sunblade? Long sword? Great
Yeah.
sword?
Long
Okay.
sword.
Long sword.
Do I happen to find any half plate armor, perhaps. What kind of blue armor is there available? Is there any blue armor available in this place?
Absolutely. The paladin area is able to provide medium and heavy armor, whereas the clerics have more light armor.
Okay.
Don't go to the monks for armor.
No, no. Well, I'm not wearing armor currently.
God is my armor.
But I was thinking that the Guardian emblem is pretty fucking cool. But I don't have any attunement slots left. So I could trade my bracers of defense for, say, something like a mithril half plate +1. And I got attuned to a Guardian emblem. And I can afford it. And then do that. My AC goes down, though. My AC goes down by 2.
That hurts.
You can purchase enchantments with the following: Armor of Weightlessness, Adamantine, Mariners, Mithril.
Oh, bye.
Bye.
Peace.
An armor of elemental resistance of 1 type.
Oh, shit. Should I have been writing all this down?
Yep.
Oh, fuck. One type. Weightlessness.
And finally, an enchantment of balance.
Enchantment of balance.
For example, you can look up Breastplate of Balance.
Hold on. BALA. Breastplate of balance. What is a breastplate of balance? Burnished copper breastplate looks as if it were made by interlocking gears. You said there was a hill giant strength belt.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any higher than hill giant?
I'm afraid not.
No? Fuck. So I got the hill giant strength. That wouldn't do anything. It only goes up to 21.
Mm-hmm.
Equalize. When you are a creature you see
Yeah.
against
Ah,
defeated-
shit. Okay. We're just gonna continue playing with us too.
Yeah, we'll finish shopping, and if y'all want to do any shenanigans without Manon, you can.
I can't shop,
kidding?
but I do want to. I was like, we'd have to do outside shenanigans, so we can expand more on just me getting food and making food.
And Legion slowly realizing he's glad he doesn't have a mouth or nose.
Well, because also I don't want to do that talky bit without Manon, because Manon is actually pretty good at talking. Because
Yeah,
it's Jen running in.
Also, this is kind of her backstory thing. So
That is so true. I like when you scratch your temple. It's like, go.
I don't know how much money you have, but I will say you
I have 100 gold, my friend.
do find a belt of stone giant strength.
Go fuck yourself.
belt of stone giant strength. How much would that be?
15,000.
15 grand. Okay. Okay. If I traded in my ring of water walking and my boots of speed, how much would it be now? I got 5,500.
I'd probably bring it down to 10,000.
All right. I tried. But I'm just gonna keep that in mind.
Yeah, just make a note. You can come back and buy it if you want later.
Stone giant. I got a lot of sticky notes here. I'm just gonna put them all in front of me. Is there any other place you want, Pudge? You want to try the monk shop or nah? I don't feel like they'll just look at us and go, "Get out! Get out, you armor-wearing freaks!"
Well, you see, the problem is that no matter what land you go to, they always speak one language. There is something that makes every bigot a tolerant man, and it is gold. Unfortunately, I don't have gold.
Well, to be fair, it is just window shopping, so you can walk around and just make a note of what you see is available, and then you can come back and shop for it later, knowing where it's at, because blue and purple items aren't freely available in every shop you find, so it's important to keep track of things where you see them.
Olivia just takes it as it comes, and just, whatever happens, happens.
And I respect that.
It's just, I think I treat it like a roguelike. If I can't get it now, well, then maybe I'll get it later. Maybe. Possibly. Who knows? Not going back.
Roll the RNG dice. Other things you can do, and you have, I think you have a sending... No, you don't have a sending stone, do you?
No, that would be Manon.
Well, I would
Really
say
down without
whatever's in Manon's inventory, you can use it.
I actually don't think she has a sending stone. She could just cast sending once a day.
I think she has sending, yeah.
Where'd all my money go? 200 gold pieces of rations, 200 gold pieces of spices.
I'm pulling up Manon's inventory to see what you got.
Where'd all my money go?
'Cause,
I think.
like, you could go to the library. You could call people and, like, or if you got mushy mushy.
Mushy mushy. Portuguese desu.
Mush mush.
I want to see
We
the
could go to-
anime.
We could go to the library and fucking set up a food cart.
In the library?
Why not? Do they explicitly? Let's be the reason they have a no food or drink sign.
I like the way you think, Legion.
God, Legion has just gotten more chaotic the less souls he has.
All the rational ones went away. It's like wisdom of the crowd. You're losing the crowd.
No. How I see it is like the more souls he has, the more individuality has to be like died down and like logic takes over. Because it's like a Geth thing from Mass Effect.
True.
We are many eyes looking at one thing.
Oh gosh.
Geth do not need windows; they are structural weaknesses.
Manon has
good.
pudge food in her inventory.
Is it food with quotation marks?
No, but I also have pudge food, and now I'm putting quotation marks in there.
You really should. A fun fact, my notes get text on them. So I put some fried chicken in the oven to like heat it up like a pizza.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think it's bullshit that microwaves fuck up my food.
Yeah, you shouldn't have got a microwave. You should have got a air fryer, because it's basically just a mini oven.
Okay, come live with me and we can have an air fryer. I can't afford an air fryer right now.
I can't afford to live anywhere else right now. I have $11 to my name.
God damn it.
Well, Olivia would let you stay for free.
In this economy?
I was like, maybe. I'll think about it if we're sleeping together. And that is a maybe. That is a maybe.
I take other forms of payment.
Listen, it is hard to buy me with sex when I am poly. That is a hard sell.
Yeah. So you could go to the library and research things.
Research.
I know some things are off limits.
We're culturally enriching them.
Some
we-
things, yeah.
We have an idea.
Okay, tell
Since
me your
Marin's
idea.
not here, she may not get in trouble, but we could. God, that's a terrible idea, Zach. What? But run with it.
Who's Zach?
We go to the library. You set up a food cart, cause a ruckus. We will attempt to sneak into the. Is there a section? Is there like in Harry Potter the you can't come here, you can't be in here section, or can't read in here section?
You would bet your ass there is.
We could try
Forbidden-
to get in the forbidden section. You cause a distraction.
Forbidden. Okay.
Legion, clunk, 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 clunk.
I'll bring out the portable food station and I'll bring it into the library, causing a demonstration. And then while everybody's in there watching me or trying to get rid of me, you can, I don't know, read some books about, I don't know, good sex or whatever they don't like.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna do this because we have a way of getting out that may surprise you. So let's go cause a ruckus.
We have a way out that may surprise you.
It's a smoke bomb. and by smoke bomb we mean dust of sneezing and choking.
Have that. God damn it. All right.
Do you know how long ago? I think Legion picked that up like 10 or 11 sessions ago. We haven't used it because allies who could breathe have always been next to us.
A tragedy.
You know, sometimes people don't care.
Legion cares. I care.
Brad's in the way. I'm gonna amplify the damage. You mean remove the damage? No, I did not get those abilities, actually. Only amplify. Oh, okay. Okay, so I'm gonna bring out my shopping cart. So I'm gonna like bring up like a pop stand, like a hot dog guy, right? Actually, you know what? I'm gonna serve hot dogs here. So I'm gonna, but instead of like bread,
You have a hot dog costume.
yes, the little
Yes.
hat and the little like thing over there.
Let me put on my my up to no good music.
What is the up to no good music? You know what? I'm just gonna put on Hall of the Mountain King.
So anyways, I'm going to get my hot dogs. Okay, so the hot dogs are, it's like a little pork chop.
Okay.
So the pork chop is the butt, and the dog is dog. And I'm gonna get this into my cart, and I'm gonna push it in there. I'm gonna ram through any doors or people who are in my way, and I'm gonna start calling out selling hot dogs. I'm gonna call them holy hot dogs. That's actually gonna be on the stand.
I want you to make a performance check.
All right. Where's the thing? I had to pull up your stream just to make sure you can
I'm gonna go pee while you do
Before this, can Legion just walk in and like sit or grab a random book and sit down and be like almost reading?
You
Oh,
sure can.
he's trying to sneak. No,
I'm gonna pee.
I'm gonna go get my food.
I'm also Pete.
And I won't back down. Oh, you had the headset set on. I saw nobody was here, so I was gonna start singing.
Hmm.
That's the song that was playing while we were. That was one of the songs that were playing on the radio while we were moving vegetables. So we filled up bags full of sweet potatoes, carrots, mini cucumbers, and small bulk potatoes. So we put out like a ton of food for people to have.
Dope.
Oh, go to your local food bank and give them money because they can buy food very cheap.
I got no money to give.
Okay, ask your parents who live with you to give money to the food bank. Sorry, I got
Maybe the food bank
set.
should start stealing from people.
The government should give them more money.
That's praxis. Okay, can I talk to you about early socialism and its fucking like thievery arc? Like,
Thievery arc.
do you know Joseph Stalin robbed banks?
Oh,
Yeah, he robbed.
we're gonna
banks.
redistribute the wealth one way or another.
They needed money, so the way they got money was stealing it.
Based. Yes. Legion, you enter the library, you grab a book, you sit down. People are looking at you. They go back to their books and occasionally look back at you again. And then you hear the reckless abandon of Pudge barreling into the scene with a hot dog cart. Yelling, hot dog, hot dog, get your hot dog.
Hot dogs! Hot dogs! Who wants a hot dog?
Unfortunately, while your hot dogs are surely incredible, you have scared away the people. As you come barreling in, you're waving like you're shoving hot dogs in people's faces, and they're like, oh, and they just look really uncomfortable and taken aback, and they were not expecting this. And their instinct is to walk away.
Can I hide?
Make a stealth check.
With the distraction, can I have advantage, which would just cancel out my disadvantage?
Yes.
Alright.
Can I roll straight? Permission to roll straight, DM?
Oh no! It's still bad. It's
In the
still
middle,
terrible.
it's not like people are running in a panic. They're all just like, "What the fuck?" and they start walking away. And then,
Walking away in mild disgust.
and you just go, "Now is my chance," and you just stand up and chunk, 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 and everyone.
What the fuck is the robot doing?
Yeah, everyone's eyes are on the both of you at this point. And the librarian gets up from her desk. That's about enough of that. Visitors of Honortide, I will ask that you please abide by the rules, no food or drinks, and read silently. Otherwise, please find a more suitable setting for whatever it is you're doing, as she looks at the hot dog stand.
All right, let me apologize. Hot dog.
Extra. No, sauerkraut wouldn't be.
Make a persuasion check. Make a persuasion check at disadvantage, Pudge.
That could work because it's processed. Persuasion check at
Wait.
disadvantage.
Are pickled vegetables like allowed in Pudge's religion?
In Pudge's religion, it's basically they need to be processed, like high levels of process.
Pickling is definitely a high level of processing.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Anyways, so I need to do-
Fermented.
fermented persuasion check at disadvantage. All right, we're not doing good. I got a 5.
Oh, it's
All
still
right, It's still 13. Plus 8.
It's okay. You hold out the hot dog and she takes it, sniffs it, puts it in her lunch bag.
Can we perhaps sell the hot dogs outside?
Yes. She leans
Okay.
forward. I don't give a fuck what you do out there. Just don't do it in here.
Here's a second question. Can I go into the forbidden section?
No.
Okay, that's fair enough. Okay, that's fair.
That didn't feel like that felt like Zach, not fucking the robot. Alright, fair enough. Have a nice day.
Well, that mission failed
A for effort.
spectacularly.
Rolled an 8, rolled a 6, rolled a 13. Way to go.
I don't know.
God, the dice fucking hate us.
This is what happens when we don't have Manon. She does all the things that we're trying to do right now. And,
How is she so good at it?
I think it is because I think she is meat starved.
Mm.
You know, they say in an ancient society they used to starve their warriors so that they'd be stronger. I personally do not abide such religions, but maybe somebody could be starved so much that they have an eternal hunger, much like myself.
Podulus, we've never eaten meat. We've never eaten anything.
It is why I constantly debate if you're people.
You don't think we're people?
In many past lives, perhaps you've eaten.
Oh, that's so true. You
probably-
collectively eaten.
Probably when we were, human or alive
Fleshy.
or fleshy. That's the word.
When I was fleshy. when I was in my fleshy arc.
When we were all flesh. Yeah, you could check and see what's available in the not classified section if you want, or you could try to force your way into the classified section.
We were going to try to we as in me, we're going to try to figure out if there's anything they have anything written down about the angel of not angel,
Royal we.
the royal we the Quentin, you mentioned the angel of fucking what, I don't remember its name.
The Archangel of Wrath?
Archangel of Wrath, if they actually knew anything about it or anything, but there probably wouldn't be any written account.
You could either make a history check or an investigation check to use the library to see what you come up with.
Ooh.
And of course, one of you can help, or you can roll separately.
Hold
How
on.
many brain cells do you have between the two of you?
Minus
Legion
one
has
on history.
Legion has a +7.
I'll help you look for books.
Okay, thank you, Pudge.
I have a +7 to stealth though.
Plus, you should have done that. You should have.
Didn't ask. Didn't ask me.
We have the brain cells. We just need to start rubbing them together. That way, they can make a spark.
It really do be the B team right now.
I'm getting tired of wearing shirts, and I don't care anymore. All right.
Good. I like men that I can ogle.
That's better. Okay. So, you get an 18.
Do a
That's pretty
pull-up.
good. I'm playing D&D. Listen.
I'm playing.
Also,
No working out on doing
also, I'm on a wired headset. I'm not walking over there and do it. I'm wearing I'm using the good mic for D&D. You search through the library for the Archangel of Wrath, and You do find some things. It's sparse. God damn it, YouTube ads. Give me like 2 seconds here.
If only you had something called an ad blocker.
Yeah.
I told Ricky you were living like a Luddite.
Ricky's
No,
learning this over time.
You know, Malware Bytes is like only $5 a month.
What's Malwarebytes do?
It's a ad blocker.
Oh, I
Also an antivirus software.
I got a free one.
When you look for the Archangel of Wrath throughout the references and things, you come to understand that this society seems to be generally aware of the concept of the Archangel of Wrath. Supposedly, they had betrayed... I want to make sure I have this lore right, because last time I trusted myself, I got something wrong.
Shit, I gotta make sure I get my lore right. Otherwise, I'm gonna call me out.
I'm going to have to call myself out.
Redaction. Actually, I was wrong on my own lore. Sorry. The person who wrote that, me, will be sentenced to jail.
Me, I'm putting myself in jail.
They will be sent to confino.
Lore jail, where I'm just gonna read lore all day.
I've assigned you study hall. Speaking of which, I need to get my study hall together. And by that I mean my lore materials. I wrote lore.
Oh, you know what? I have it on my phone. I've got notes.
Oh!
I've got like wiki pages everywhere. Hold on.
Holy shit! You don't have it central. Oh, it's because you write it when you're out and about.
Yeah,
right?
sometimes when I'm on the go, I just work on stuff.
Oh,
Yeah. So the Archangel of Wrath was like the head angel of Tempest.
Archangel of Wrath. Head Angel of Tempest. Does the Archangel of Wrath... whatever the fuck.
Either one.
Do they have a name?
When you're looking through the books, you never hear a name.
Is it like... Is it just like a footnote in Mount Celestia and You, the book? Or Mount Celestia for Dummies?
God theory. The God hand in you.
So noticeably, I imagine Manon or Jen has the more specific notes to it, unless y'all wrote some things down. There's similarities between what you're reading here about the Archangel and what little you read about it in Solstheim.
Mm-hmm.
So in Solstheim, you did hear, or you did know the name. The name was mentioned. It's Helia.
Helia.
Hell of a place.
And both, yeah, it's Helia, and that's really what you learned at Solstheim. You guys chose to research Rashomon instead, so all you know from Solstheim was that the Archangel of Wrath, her name is Helia.
Okay.
When you come here and read, Helia's never mentioned. But you do learn that she was the Archangel of Tempest, one of the archangels. And she revolted against the will of her god. And she was scorned and cast out. So there's not a whole lot of details as to what she did or where or like what happened to her. But there's just general legend of there's an angel out there who is fallen, and beware said angel.
And she could be here in the material plane for all we know.
You could draw that conjecture. It's really not specific. It's just like, hey, there was this angel, because like there's books about fallen angels, and she's in them.
Yeah, I have a feeling Zariel is very much mentioned in those ones.
Yeah, you definitely see mention of Zariel. The Archangel of Wrath is probably of the fallen angels the least covered one, and it's super like it's almost like it's just lore, kind of like in real life, stories from 2,000-3,000 years ago that we historians, and archaeologists put pieces together from hieroglyphs and shit and realized, oh, this was like a thing.
So, oh yeah, okay. This was like a thing. So we wouldn't find like a book that's been what's the word? Where they black out a bunch of stuff.
Redacted.
Censored? Redacted or something like that.
You couldn't draw the conclusion. You do know that in Solsheim, if you chose to do so, there were more books specifically about Helia.
Mm-hmm.
And those don't seem to be present in this library.
Okay. At least not present in the section that I'm allowed to read out of.
You could presume that. But yeah, supposedly there's a fallen angel out there named the Archangel of Wrath, and the whole purpose of this text existing is to let the people know, if you ever hear word about the Archangel of Wrath, stay away. But the identity of the Archangel of Wrath doesn't truly exist. People only know this character by their title.
Sounds made up. I don't know.
No, probably wouldn't find that. I was going to ask if there's like signs of censorship in any of these books, but they literally have a forbidden section, so those would probably be in there. But
Is there like you're reading the text and it suddenly jumps? It feels like there's like a big block missing.
But I don't think I either haven't rolled high enough or for something to figure out something like that.
And you kind of get the feeling that this isn't like a household known title. Like, this is probably something like if you went to a proper priest or a higher ranking clergyman who has, gotten their higher education as a clergyman, that they might have read about the Archangel of Wrath and know who this person is. But like, if you go to some layman on the street and ask, what do you know about the Archangel of Wrath? They'd be like, who?
It's like going up to a Christian and asking if they've read Deuteronomies or some shit like that.
Yeah, like this is not just this is not in the core curriculum. This is not a well-known thing. This is something that people who went and got their like PhDs know. And even then,
This is the planet lore in the Book of Mormon. All right.
What? Oh,
like every man who holds the priesthood is going to get his own planet, or something like that.
which is every person.
and even
They're
then,
every man.
Really, really good.
And even then, like, that's the case here on Pretoria. I think you generally understand that off this island elsewhere in the other nations and cities, nobody knows who the Archangel of Wrath is. Not even, like if you go to Duriswal or Namora and go talk to some, like, bishop or whatever, they won't know.
They won't know.
They likely wouldn't know.
We do know a few high-ranking priests.
Mm-hmm.
Podge, do you feel comfortable talking to these people without Manon?
Honestly, I don't really care about them and their fake religion.
I mean,
They don't even
Yeah,
eat good food.
you're trying to show them good food. But also, do you feel like do you feel like it'd be a good idea to ask them, hey, about this Archangel of Wrath?
Why not? They'd probably want to talk to us about it. You could probably just ask them. I don't even think you need to be that persuasive. You could just probably ask one of these religious nerds.
I have a feeling that they'll be like sacrilege and fucking heresy and all that stuff.
I'm just asking questions.
That's the first step to heresy.
How do you learn about this religion if I can't ask questions?
I don't remember the names.
We could, but I don't, which group would we go to, or we just go to a generic? Where do they have the book learning?
We have met a few priests. I don't remember where they are. But I remember that one sister, priestess, or whatever her name was. She was cordial, even happy to see Manon.
Yes, that lady with the liberal faction. You know, those people who do the preaching.
The closet lesbian.
Was she a lesbian?
I don't know. She gave me that vibes.
I think it's just because, you know, she's in one of those religious organizations that are all, like, cloistered, you know, especially when they do it by gender. You know, I don't know what you're going to expect when you smush a bunch of people together and you know people have sex, but then you tell them not to have sex and you only surrounded by people of the same gender. I think you're just asking for it, quite frankly.
That's how you end up in the glory hole off the docks.
You know, I really do think it's the village bicycle situation where, you know, everybody goes, you know, just don't say it. That's just my opinion.
A penny for your thoughts. Well, in that case, you guys can go see Sister Frangella.
Sister Frangella.
Sorry, Sistren is the title.
Sistren. What?
I've never heard of this title.
Neither have I. Is this a Catholic thing?
It's a Quentin thing.
It's a Quentin thing. Sistren Frangella. I'm just thinking that the man in right now, she got a little eepy and then went to bed early.
She took
a nap.
Yeah, she went to go hook up with Fridas.
Give him the big ass. Oh, that would totally be a man thing. Just have sex.
Just
Lamau.
Personal goal: have sex on Pretoria with her girlfriend.
check.
Fuck your religion.
Yeah. You guys can head back to the cathedral, and you see the priests that you had met prior walking around, and one of them is Sister Frangella, just walking around doing her priestly duties.
Before we actually talk with her, I'm
Being
gonna
lesbian?
Yeah.
That's her priestly duties, right?
Before we actually talk to her, Pudge.
Mm-hmm.
We think the Archangel of Wrath might be with the head of the secret police.
Why do you think that?
Because nobody can lie in their presence. And didn't they get described with glowing eyes?
Do they have glowing eyes?
I don't remember. It's been 2 weeks. I know we got like some information. God damn it. We gotta stop letting Jen just take all the notes and then leave.
Yeah. We can't let her leave is the problem. Get back! Well, I don't really know, and I don't really care. But so you're telling me that the religion is been infiltrated from the inside.
It might be hijacked or something like that.
That sounds terrible. But also,
And we
it's
are
what you
afraid.
get when your religion isn't like about eating.
Okay, what if your religion got hijacked by a vegan?
This is why we don't have centralized priesting. If we find a heretical priest, we just kick their ass.
I'm going to make a cleric, or not a cleric, maybe a cleric character, but they are going to be the exact opposite Pudge, who are like a balanced meal and all that.
A nutritionist.
A nutritionist. It's like you have to eat this amount of veggies, this amount of meat, and this amount of protein, and this amount of grain with every meal.
No refined
And then-
sugars.
Also, using cooking implements as war weapons is blasphemy.
That's so true. That's very disgusting. You're gonna get a disease.
But I guess we are going to approach Sistren Fringella.
She sees you coming well in advance and is she turns to you and she has a welcoming look to her. Oh. Legion and Pudge, was it?
Mm-hmm.
I hope you're enjoying your stay with us. Do you need anything?
I had a question about this. Looks at Legion. The what?
Okay, so
Totally in character.
still totally in character. We have questions concerning a possible aspect of the religion of Tempest.
Do go on. I'm a follower of Shantea, but I'm happy to provide what I can.
We've learned about a creature called the creature. I shouldn't call it a creature. Call her a creature. We've learned about a being called the Archangel of Wrath.
Okay. And your
How does she
question?
look like she's reacting to that?
It's an inquisitive look. She was not expecting that to be a topic.
We know that she was revolted against Tempest, and that Tempest cast her out of Mount Celestia. We know that there are what was it that you call it? Not arisen, but
The Arisen.
no, it was like you turned a couple people into angels, correct?
Like us?
Not you. I mean, Pretoria. You have angels in your midst, do you not?
There are no angels here.
Is she lying?
Make a insight check.
Oh, we got 20. Now I'm rolling high.
Hold
Yeah.
on, let me see.
She's being honest.
Dice makes weird noise. Okay.
Crunk, 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 crunk.
Well, the conservator. You cannot lie around the leader, correct? At least you can't be compelled to tell the truth, but you can't lie either.
The Imperator, I've never met him personally. I hear rumors. I've heard that it's not wise to lie to him because he seems to always, the rumor is he will always find out or something.
We have a feeling that somehow the Archangel of Wrath has infiltrated the hierarchy of Pretoria. We have no grounds or proof, but we have a feeling. We have seen this before. And the last time we've seen this was, well, Andrew Ryan. And you've seen what happened. You've seen what's left of them.
What makes you draw that conclusion?
With the conservators trying to infiltrate the Dark Heiress on Shadowmoor, and the Dark Heiress herself going to Shadowmoor for some reason, we have more reasons to believe that this war that is between everyone, that is being fought by the Dursfall Empire and the
Australithic League.
Australithic League. That's what it's called. It goes higher up the chain than we believe we initially thought.
Well, I think we're catching on to the same conclusion in that witnessing Dursfall use demonic and undead forces raises the concern that they have dark dealings with entities outside this plane. But I mean, I haven't seen anything to lead us to believe that it's an archangel of wrath.
Maybe we're just paranoid. I'm hoping
And
we're just paranoid.
the Imperator, I mean, if the Imperator and his conservators are heading to Shadowmoor to face off with the Dark Heiress, then that, first of all, we are in no position to question the Imperator's judgment
Why?
or discuss the business by which they deem warranted. That is doctrine.
Whose doctrine?
The Cardinal. The Imperator is a
Oh God, the Archangel's the Cardinal, not the Imperator.
the Imperator is ordained by the Cardinal and the gods, and that has been a long-standing honored position.
Is there ever tales of a false or corrupt official needing to be removed from their position?
Well, we have our squabbles here and disagreements, but nobody has done anything to go against our creed or faith.
What if somebody is no longer fit to serve the office? For example, not even to give maliciousness to somebody, but if somebody fallen sick or ill and can no longer make decisions, then the position has to be replaced, correct?
Well, if someone were to be rendered unable to perform their position, then we have the senatorial council to address that, but that hasn't been an issue, and we have the privilege of resources and God-given magics to prevent such ailments.
How how long has the Cardinal been the Cardinal?
The Cardinal has been in power for approximately 40 years now.
And this is a lifelong calling?
It is.
Okay. We're wondering. We came upon this lore of avatars of evil, and it really had us concerned. your organization, your society is very hierarchical, which is not a critique. This fact. And that is where you all draw your strength. But we are worried of weaknesses within your society that might undermine your society. As all societies have these weaknesses.
We have our strengths and weaknesses, but I think our history as one of the oldest standing societal institutions carries its own merit.
We should have visited Pretoria earlier.
Where are you ever? I'd like to talk to philosophy, which is a mixture of theology applied. Do you think there is an objective good and evil?
I do.
Do you think that somebody could be misled that they're doing something good?
Yes.
For example,
the mortal mind is malleable
mm-hmm.
and infallible.
I wonder about this often when you think of a person who is convinced of their righteousness in their acts, but can sometimes be doing harm unknowingly. I always wonder and question these things. Does this person, are they considered good or bad if they believe that they are acting in goodness?
If what you are doing if what one does is in line with our tenets and our creed and our laws, then it is good. However, if the intent betrays that, then it is bad.
Not to overblow this. I know y'all and your chapters have your squabbles, but I always think about that. Y'all are, well, there's three of you, so there's not multiple sides of the same coin, but imagine a 3 or 4-sided coin, if you will, all together, and you'll all have your interpretations of how to achieve the goals, but you're all driven to the same goals.
Yes.
I wonder if any of these divergences could ever... Is there ever conflict between y'all that is more than just squabbles?
In history, we've had conflicts occur, and we have updated our codes and laws to prevent it from happening again, and the Cardinal and her honor guard are able to respond appropriately and maintain peace when such instances occur.
And of course, in those situations, you cannot call anybody good or bad necessarily, because they are following the tenets.
And if tenets are or not optimally written, or if there's a flaw, or if there's a contradiction, then we can come together and rectify that. And if we can't do that, then the Cardinal can step in.
So the Cardinal is typically the arbitrator of these things.
That is correct. And even then, it's not always just the Cardinal. The Cardinal has their cabinet.
How's the Cardinal chosen?
We pray. We commune. We confer. We identify who on paper and anecdotally is most qualified. And if we can all come to an agreement, then we elect who our next cardinal will be. The cardinal's in place for so long that usually the successor is well identified by that point.
Can I ask from where the pool of potential cardinals are chosen from? Is there...
Historically, we promote one of the faction leaders to the cardinal position.
That makes sense.
The current cardinal. What faction do they come from?
The paladins.
Ah,
The Templar.
is it often that the cardinal, once elevated to a position of managing all the chapters, all the branches, eventually becomes more arbitrary, or not, becomes more equitable in their value? They don't become a paladin that is just larger, for example.
Yes, are they like not excluded? They are part of all the factions and none of them at the same time.
Yes. They oversee the three factions, and there is a level of separation there. Part of our evaluation process is finding someone who naturally is impartial, or able to be impartial.
Oh my god, this place is the White Tower.
Not everyone is a diehard to their faction. Some of them are more amenable to collaborating with other factions, with looking at things from a third-party perspective. And we find those people and we, well, prepare them.
Out of game, the way I think about it is Joint Chiefs of Staff for the military. Usually the chief of, or for the military, when they make their Joint Chiefs of Staff, there's one from every branch, and there is a supreme picked up, and usually they kind of are supposed to, if you come from the Air Force, you kind of forget that. You're supposed to balance the needs of the nation, not the needs of the Air Force.
Sounds like the Armorland seat from the White Tower.
Holy shit.
She's supposed to be, she could be elevated from any of the other colors, but she's supposed to be of them, but none of them.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like a better plan on paper than reality.
Oh, it's definitely not how it works in the Wheel of Time, because it gets bad.
I sure hope we haven't offended you with our questions. We are foreigners and don't know much of your ways.
And we're trying to figure out some things before the big meeting tomorrow.
Yeah. I do not question the Cardinal's ability to be impartial. She has been the Cardinal for a long time now, and she's proven that.
Was there ever tales of the angels among you that my friend brought up? Is there ever folklore of any of them taking a position within the holy organizations?
No. We would like that to be the case. But there are no angels to step up to that, even if they wanted to. Or
Is there a divine? We don't think there is. Is there something like a divine gate to keep the higher celestial beings from coming to this world?
there is. And it was created by the gods themselves, and only the highest of them can open it. From what we understand.
Do they?
It was self-imposed.
They didn't create it after Andrew Ryan, did they? After the collision.
It was before.
It was before.
Long
You
before.
You would think if you could, you would try to get holy people into the holy organization, and angels are pretty holy.
Well, if holy people could get here, then the unholy can get here.
So is it like
And-
we don't do it and you don't do it, but with hell?
We have a feeling it's supposed to be, because imagine a battleground between the heavens and the hells here. This place would be destroyed.
Well, I'm sure the gods would communicate this if this was ever changed. Or do they communicate this pact with... Hold on, y'all talk to God, right?
We do.
Could we get this information? Who speaks to God? Because this has probably been asked before, and they probably know these things.
Well, I mean, each of us have the ability to commune with our gods. The gods will share what they're willing to share.
I'm sorry, Quentin. Remind me who her god is.
Chantea, goddess of
Chantea?
agriculture.
Goddess of agriculture. Oh, crap.
Hey, Shantae, are you sending in a really cool farmer?
Hey, Shantae, is this really you? We have Can we sit in on a commune?
That is impossible. To answer your question, yes, we would love to have angels or celestials here to help guide us and provide their wisdom, but that is not going to be the case, unfortunately.
It is problematic.
Were there angels walking around on Jorian? I know the veil was very, very thin there, and it was a nexus to the other planes.
So with Andrew Ryan, there were... Hold on.
Were there just celestials,
So-
not necessarily angels?
There were occurrences that were openly known where angels by the rank known as Hermitas wander the material plane and serve as the mouthpiece of the gods, or heralds, if you will.
Wrong fiction.
They were not common. Like, it's not like going to Andrew Ryan, there's angels walking around. It wasn't like that, but there were accounts of angels making themselves known to herald something or communicate something or whatever. It happens, and that's a thing,
Okay, all right.
at least
'Cause,
back then.
this information sounds familiar, so you probably told me about it. Hermitas. They're not the angels that look like a bunch of rings and eyes and wings, right?
No,
Be not afraid. This is the most terrifying moment of my life.
they come in different forms. Not all Hermitas are the same. Like, sometimes it's a... what's it called?
Herald?
Like an
No,
avatar.
like they're...
An avatar. Like holding somebody in a human form?
No, so give me 1 second here. I can pull it up.
All right.
Yeah.
I am.
Devas. So, like, devas are often one type of Hermitas. But there's other kinds too. Not all types. Like, a Hermitas is more like a job rather than a specific species of angel.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, so angels that walk the material plane are generally known as Hermitas. They're not like soldiers or carrying out conquests. Their job is to exist on the material plane, and they're given orders to go herald something or communicate something, and they'll go do that.
Have you heard the good news?
That mace that does 18 damage, 18 radiant damage says otherwise.
Yeah, so supposedly Manon ran into some twink that was an angel, a Hermitas angel. But supposedly, I mean, the secret meeting in the closet and this bitch, Frangella, not knowing of any angels.
There could be angels everywhere. She could be an angel. No, she wouldn't lie to us, though.
And you know that angels can... Some angels can hide their forms, so they'll look like mortals walking around.
Yeah. Thank you, Sistren. Podge, do you have any other questions for her? Because we're spent.
You're not an angel, are you?
No.
If you're an angel, you have to tell us.
She has
Roll
like this
insight.
look like...
Rolling insight. I'm rolling insight. God damn it.
She's like...
If you're a cop, you have to tell me things.
With an insight roll of 17, you can read her thoughts of like, oh man, they're down this rabbit hole deep.
Oh, we've been drinking sauce.
They're in the conspiracy hole. Oh no.
We're the alien guy, but it's angels.
I think that's still the alien guy. There are angels among us. All right. Well, thank you. That's all the questions we had.
Yeah.
All right, let's
Yeah.
go do this to somebody else.
I wouldn't. If I were you, I understand that you have some suspicions around the conservators and the Imperator, but I don't think there's anything to warrant you wasting your time with that. But also, don't get yourselves in trouble.
We should not voice these opinions at the meeting tomorrow.
The Imperator is not to be questioned.
That... I'm sure?
I don't think the Imperator has done anything wrong, and I think he's only done good, and he is devout to the mission that he carries out for the gods and us as a people. I don't have any suspicion of him, but also that's political suicide if you bring that up.
Yeah, that'd be political suicide. Not a good idea, and especially since we're trying to make political ties with this country right here. We just... We're cautious, I guess, and
I'm sorry. We have also seen various disgusting hell creatures from Devil's Fall. You have to forgive us of our religious traumas.
It's not even religious traumas, it's just war traumas at this
It's
point.
just trauma. It's just trauma.
Trauma.
Religious flavored trauma.
Necromancy and demonic forces with Durus Fall. I don't know if that has any... if that warrants us to begin looking into the legend of the Archangel of Wrath.
It's just we heard about it and we can't get it out of our heads.
Well, also, what's really concerning is that
You
the
have a-
Durasfall Empire tries to invade people, but it can't invade everybody. So it does try to infiltrate where it can. There's just something about Durasfall's jib.
You think that Durus Fall has a finger in our pie?
I think it has a finger in every pie.
Didn't we meet Durasfall agents in the pirate sanctuary?
You know, also in that one fucking place that got like, that kind of got self-cooed.
Oh yeah, and in the Travonian Republic and Rosbello, and I think we also saw them in the Nemoris element.
I tell her about like all the agents we've encountered, and also more specifically the the Trevonian Republic, and like how even though they were split, one faction basically like factionalism was used against them, essentially.
Well, rest assured, our isolationist policies would bear down heavy upon anybody who would be revealed to have been working with the Durasfall Empire.
Maybe your isolationism does have a value to it.
We don't have it for no reason.
Legion, anything else you wanted to ask?
If we wanted to ask another member of the clergy, who would be someone you don't want us to talk to?
No, I'd like to
Okay.
say my friend is not like Manon.
Who, if we spoke to them about the things we talked to you about, would we get in trouble with?
I would let Manon make that call. I will say that all of my compatriots are good, well-intentioned people, and
What?
worthy of trust.
Some of them are more zealous than others.
Indeed they are. I do hope that what I was able to provide to you is helpful.
Yes, thank you. More than helpful. It was enlightening.
If you have any other concerns or if anything else comes up that you need to ask about to put your nerves at ease, just know that I'm a person you can talk to. I, as a priest, am able to swear to my secrecy.
Priest and devotee confidentiality?
Yes.
Thank you, Sistren. We think we shall see you at tomorrow's meeting.
She's not invited to that.
Can we invite her to that?
Can we specifically do a diplomatic? All right, we're gonna get her invited.
All right, yep, that's our mission for tonight. Get her invited there.
Who's in charge of the meeting?
Do we get a +1?
So the not Frangella's boss, but Frangella's boss's boss is the one in charge of calling the meeting to order.
Can we talk to your boss's boss?
Isn't her boss's boss the cardinal?
No.
No?
No, that's the boss's boss's boss.
The archdiocese is her boss's boss.
The archdiocese. I remember the archdiocese
But-
didn't like us.
But
very
I'm right.
much.
The cardinal is the archdiocese's boss, right?
Yeah.
Can you give me an org chart for this? I'd like an org chart. Thank you.
Hierarchy, a hierarchy chart.
Don't give me a wiki. It's an org chart. That's what it is. I need an org chart.
Yeah, Frangella's boss is Deacon Simone.
Fuck you. I just
Simone.
what?
Isn't Deacon Simone the guy who didn't like us very much? He was like kind of rude at dinner.
Yeah, he's kind of an asshole.
Let's talk to him about this shit.
Well, let's just ask for Frangella to be invited. All right, we're gonna do that now. We're gonna go talk to her boss's boss. Inviting Frangella, my comfort support nun.
Okay.
Why do you sound like you're so exasperated?
All right, I'm just gonna do this. There you go.
Jen wasn't big. Jen wasn't here, but we made the most of it.
Yeah.
There's plenty of things to do.
This is Get In Chaotic. Chaos Crew, let's go.
Also, lore questions. We're just gonna ask. We're gonna ask all the questions.
I feel like, hey, do you know about the Archangel of Wrath? She may have infiltrated your organization.
What the? Is he accusing them of being like infiltrated by aliens?
Like, you guys don't even realize just how conspiratorial this sounds.
I need a tinfoil hat.
Or
No, I recognize this.
conspiracy theory bullshit. Hey, you know this like long lost legend of some bullshit that like we can't even prove happened is like has like come upon us, and they're secretly infiltrating, and one of your top officials is the Archangel of Wrath.
Well, when you say it like that, it sounds like a conspiracy.
I think it's perfectly found, reasonable a theory, quite frankly.
Oh god, no, let's not. I was gonna be like, let's start QAnon in this universe, and instantly regretted it.
You are led into the Archdiocese's office.
It's not Pizzagate, it's Blowjob-gate! It's Doc Blowjob-gate!
Oh no. Mm-hmm. You have an audience with Archdiocese Verderosa.
The boss's boss's boss?
What's her office look like? Is she just praying or something like that? I imagined all these people do most days is pray.
It's ornate. She has a fire mantle, 2 plush seats on a rug for guests to sit by the fire, or she can sit there and sip tea. She has her
Mahogany desk.
Lots of oil paintings around, books, stained glass windows behind her. Yes, friends of Manon Legion and Sir Pugilus?
Just Punch. No knighthood with me.
Well, I believe you are knight protectors.
Oh yeah, I guess knight with me.
Oh wow, I forget we have a title now.
Sorry,
We got a
the title
receipt
is...
and everything.
Sorry, the title is new to me.
If you're more comfortable, I can call you ambassadors.
Yes, I would like that title. Legion, I will defer to what they want to be called.
We like Knight Protectorate.
Knight Protectorate, Legion, and Pudge. What can I do for you?
So, we were talking to Rodella. We had a theological discussion. Did I say the name wrong?
just for reference, we'll throw this out here.
Yeah?
You gotta give us like a folder that has all our favorite NPCs in it.
Frangella!
You said Rudella.
No, I said I said it right. It didn't pick it up.
Uh-huh.
You misheard. We're speaking to Virgella, having deep theological discussion. And she offered us the service of confession. And I was touched by this. I think in the meeting tomorrow, we would like Virgella there as our spiritual support.
Make a persuasion check.
Ooh. Holy shit! Natural 20.
Why'd I crit on this? This is stupid.
She thinks about it. Frangella seems to have a kinship with Manon as well. I think that's a great idea. I will ask her to attend.
Excellent. Wonderful. Thank you. Victoria is really growing on us. Well, at least me. Legion?
We're learning.
See? He learns all his souls. All their souls. How many souls?
That's, I think, 150, 179 now.
It's like, if you really get this one, it's a real bargain.
Yes. Our ways of doing things are different from most other places, but at the end of the day, we are good people following good gods.
Aren't we all? Oh, thank you for your time.
If that is all, have a good rest of your evening, and I'll see you in the morning.
Right, we leave. Okay, once we step out, I'm going to speak with Legion and go, alright, what do we do next?
Oh, we have no idea. We ran out of ideas like back at Fringella.
We can go to more people with this theory.
With this theory, like who?
So conspiracy.
We remember the paladins didn't like us very much, and neither did the monks, even less.
Yes, the monks are like trying to find a way to like materially escape their body or something and live off of like pure piety as like fuel.
They did insinuate things, though.
True.
We want to go ask them questions, but we feel like we pushed our luck with them as far as it can go. Do you think we could have like a cordial, just like, hey, can we come over for tea?
Yes, we're ambassadors, and we are knight protectors, sirs. We could meet with anybody.
I mean, what time is it? Like, in game.
4:29.
4:20.
Because you spent the morning and early afternoon visiting with all the leaders, and after that you went shopping, you met with Frangella, so it's probably like, by the time you did all the traveling, 8 or 9 o'clock at night.
8 or 9 o'clock at night? Yeah, well, I don't think we could go back up to the mountains. Because they're in the middle of butt fucking nowhere, and it'd be midnight by the time we get there.
It was quite a ways to get to the monks. They like to stay away from everybody else.
Isolationists.
Within the isolationists.
Within the isolation.
How am I going to reach higher spiritual being? Oh, I'm going to be autistic up on a mountain. I think I've discovered that monk religion is just high levels of autism that have been. I think we've had neurodivergent people for many decades. I think they just call themselves hermitages. Sorry, that's an Olivia theory. That's not a Pudgeless theory.
I mean, that's now Legion theory.
Neurodivergence hiding away. How do I not talk to people? On a mountain.
I'm going to go on the mountain and I'm just going to practice punching this tree for the next, I don't know, 20 years.
It's neurodivergent behavior. If I've ever heard of it.
Yeah.
Do we want to cut it here?
We can, yeah, unless there's any last minute ideas.
Nope. The last minute ideas include combat, and that'd be a bad idea.
All right, you stirred the pot enough. And you ended the game with a natural 20. Congratulations.
Yeah, but we get Fragella to be there.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully that is, I don't know. I don't know if Quentin's doing a whole like Pretoria against us or Pretoria with us bar or anything like that. I have a feeling we're just like kind of in the red a little bit.
I'm trying to butter them up.
Renegade.
We hit him with the twofer, buttering them up.
Renegade.
We gotta get that Paragon ending, the blue one.
No, we need both.
We need both. The green ending.
How do we get all the endings?
At once. Fuck you, all canon.
All timelines, all at the same time. Oh, well, good job. You managed to do things and buy
Were they good?
things.
Were they good things?
We'll find out.
All right.
Were they helpful? Who knows?
Should we continue?